Shabbat Shalom. We just entered to Vayetze. This is like the second part of the Jacob's life that we are going to begin. Jacob building up his family in a very special way. But I would like to say something. Just yesterday, I was asked this question, very interesting question. How do you know that God is speaking to you or is trying to tell you something? How do you know? You know, we're talking about having a relationship with the Creator. And remember that I am a person that I have been telling you that I do not like religion. You know, people say, how you call a rabbi, you are a rabbi, you have a community, and you don't like religion. Because people confuse religion with a relationship with the Creator. And mostly, the people, they want to have all the answers. You know? We cannot give you all the answers. I wish that I had all the answers, or I had at least one answer to give it to you. Sometimes I am more confused with myself than I can tell you, but my desire is to challenge you to think for yourself. And I always say, do not follow a man, follow the Creator. In a religion, you follow men, you don't follow God. Every religion that you want to tell me, you are following men. What men are telling you what to do. They can be very wise, very holy, whatever you want it to be, but they are telling you their own understandings. And what is important is what the Creator is telling to you. You are special. We are special. We have been made to His likeness and image. And we are in this search for the Creator in our life. Then that question came to me because I was preparing for this message. And sometimes, you know, I prepare, and at the end, I need to tell you totally different what I prepare. And sometimes I am myself, then why you have made me, I say, talking to him, blessed be His name, why you have made me all this week studying, looking, and searching, and suddenly, in the last minute, you are changing me. I'm telling you, don't go that way. There must be a reason. Then the question, how do you know that the Creator talks to you? And you will be surprised how every day He talks to you, and sometimes you don't even realize that He's talking to you. Through situations, circumstances, meetings, something that happened to you, something that you meet, you talk to somebody, suddenly you're talking with somebody that you don't know, and he says something or she says something, and suddenly a little light comes to you, and you say, but how this person knows? And that person doesn't even have the idea what he or she told you, but something told you in your heart. Sometimes I say, how many angels are walking around and you don't even know that you are talking to angels? No? Then this is why it's so important to understand about this area of the knowledge of knowing that the Creator is with you and you are never alone. Jacob had this problem. Jacob is running away, scared. His own father said to him, get out. Your brother is going to kill you. You know, go to my wife, go to your mother's relatives, and go to Laban and stay there and marry one of them, because I don't want that you marry the Canaanites, like the women from here. In other words, don't do what your brother has done. But because there is still in you hope that you will continue this lineage, this calling. And comes and he lives scared. And for the first time, he's abandoning family. I don't know if some of you have had that experience. I had it. That's the reason that I can relate with Jacob in this moment. It's very scary when you leave home and you are going to be by yourself. And when you're going, you don't know where you are going. That's the first thing. And secondly, you don't have anybody that you can trust. And you don't know even who they are. And you take a journey, and the journey is scary. And you are asking yourself, really this is from me, or that is from the Creator? This is from God, or that is from me? And you're looking for a sign. You're looking for something to make you aware that He is with you, that you are not alone. He goes in the middle, going in direction to Haram, and he stopped in an area. Makom is that word is repeated 3 times. Makom, 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 and that gives you an idea that is something special. And he's still in the land of Israel, just before he crossed the border. And he's going to lay there. You know, it's interesting when I read the translations of the scripture, they say that he got a stone and he put it as a pillow. You know, and, he can be strange, but I put a stone as a pillow, something wrong. Well, but because this is the problem when interpreters read the way and their imagination goes beyond what is true. At that time, when you were in the middle of the desert, you know what, in the desert, a lot of little animals, scorpions, snakes, or whatever. Then what they do, they will put a stone in front, in that way, in the head, in that way the animals wouldn't come attack them with those little things. That was like a protection. Yeah, myself. Yeah, my savior. And that's what you have in your tomb, by the way. You know, is that to protect you. Okay? The animals don't bother you there. Anyway. And he has a dream. Alone. A dream. It's very clear. It's a dream. This is not a vision. This is not a prophecy or anything. It's a dream. But to me, I don't care if it was a prophecy or it's a vision, whatever. To me, it's an indication how the Creator talks to you. And He talks to you. And sometimes you have the weirdest dreams, and sometimes those dreams has a meaning if you're trying to find it. And maybe the Creator is trying to tell you something. No? And suddenly he sees angels going up and going down. And here the angels, Malachim, is messengers. You know, you can go to you exercise your imagination. They were with wings and they were flying, you know, but nothing like that. They say only messenger going up and down, because they were going up to heaven, to Shamayim. They talk to the Creator. The Creator will send them back with messages, because they were messengers. And the messages for whom they were? For Jacob. And Jacob received something very special. The Creator is telling him, you are not alone. I am with you. And I have a role for you. And the same promise I made to your parents, I am making to you. And you are going to be a very numerous people. And you are going to be like the dust on the earth. And you are going to be a blessing to all humanity. Repeating what I told to Abraham Avinu, what I told to Isaac Avinu. You know? Keep repeating. And he remembered, yes, my parents already told me that. And then he makes a very special prayer. It's totally a prayer of if. You know, our dear rabbis, our dear, you know, the thinkers, in the wise men in Judaism, they don't like the word if. Because what it means there, that I am conditioning the Creator. And the question is, who am I to condition the Creator? That's the reason that I like biblical Judaism. Look, I say biblical before say Judaism. Because I am not saying rabbinical Judaism. I am saying biblical Judaism. What is very different, to submit yourself to human authority is better to submit to the Torah authority. Now, we as men, we can share and we can talk and we can give you our wisdom, but the wisdom of the Torah cannot be compared. And I do not have the right to change the Torah. Anyway, and he say here, I need like a sign, and the sign, and if he receive it, but he say, I want to be sure. And this is what biblical Judaism is so beautiful. You know that the Creator never ever forced us to be perfect. How many times I have told you that, because many of you that come from a Christian background, you have read in the Christian writings a portion of this say, be perfect as your Father who is in heaven is perfect. Totally a mistranslation and misinterpretation of, to me, the words of our great Rabbi Yashuv. What he was quoting was Vayikra. You shall be holy as your Father who is in heaven is holy. Not talking about perfection, talking about being separated. And then they had put in your mind this idea that for to have a relationship with the Creator, you need to be perfect. If that is the case, no one of our forefathers, no one of our heroes in the scriptures will have any relationship with the Creator. Because they were more imperfect than any imperfect person you can find. They had good size and bad size, like all of us. But we have put that little virus inside us. And they have made us believe that only the Creator is going to accept us if we are totally pure and perfect. And I am so glad that my Judaism taught me that I can be as imperfect as I can be, and I can have a relationship with the Creator. And that's what a Jacob picture is. You're going to see Jacob, he was, we can call him mama's boy. He was under his mother's covering, and even his mother, Rivka, we talked last week, that say, don't worry, the curses won't go to you, they're going to me. But he followed. He kept on, first of all, he bargained with the Behorot of his brother, with the firstborn rights. He bought it from his brother with a little bit of lentil soup. And then, not only that, but then he deceived his own father, even that he was very reluctant. Every time he's very reluctant. But he followed. He could say no. He didn't. And in Judaism, there is a very interesting term. Midah keneg midat. Measure for measure. And I say to people, don't become too smart doing something bad to somebody, because that can fall to you. That's how you heard that saying? Don't speak to heaven, that is going to fall on your face. Be careful what you do, because sooner or later, you're going to suffer the consequences of your action. And that's what the Creator constantly is asking us to come back to Him. And that is why finally, Jacob had the assurance that the Creator was going to be with him. But he said, I won't give you I am not I believe in you, I throw myself on you. If you do this and you do that and you do this, then I will do this for you. But in certain way, he was right. Even that sometimes we don't understand. If he was not alive, if he didn't have anything, what he could give? Because he understood that everything that he could have will come from whom? From him. And if the Creator doesn't give him anything, he doesn't have anything to give. And that's what it is. Whatever 10% or what you want to give is 100%, whatever, everything that you have is because he gave it to you. He gave you health, he gave you status, he gave you presence, he gave you understanding, he gave you so many things. Sometimes we do not recognize because we are very selfish. But the reason that my existence is because the Creator brought me here. And I am alive because of him. And now I need to live my life. And he gave me the Vehirah of She. What I mean Vehirah of She? The free will to do and to act accordingly. And I am responsible. As a post here, I was talking with a person and was telling me that, was trying to convince me that somebody who is alcoholic, they forward his parents. You know? And I say, well, maybe their parents did wrong, maybe he had an ancestry that they were alcoholic and he inherited. But now this person is an adult. As an adult, and he has been told that he has a problem, he needs to act upon that. You cannot keep blaming their parents. You cannot keep blaming the environment. You cannot keep blaming the circumstances. Now it's your responsibility. I had worked for a long time where we helping people with addictions. And I always say that one of the problems with addiction is to go back to the roots of where those things coming from. Until you don't solve those roots, you cannot deal with your addiction. Because addictions are a way of escaping from your reality. And Jacob needed to face the Creator and to say in a very honest way, if these things happen as you have told me, I am all yours, because I cannot go anywhere. For those one who are super spiritual, for those one who has separated the spirit from the body, from the physical body, and that is most of the Judaism keep you together. In Judaism, there is no separation of spirit and body. Sorry, you are stuck. Your spirit is stuck with your body. In Judaism, there is no problem about enjoyment. In other religions, everything is sin. In Judaism, is God gave you enjoy in the right way. The right way and the wrong way. But there is nothing wrong with enjoyment. You know, in certain religions, sex is a bad word. To the point that any time that they talk about sex, it's a sin. In Judaism, sex is very good. But in the right way. That's all. Well, what I'm trying to tell you, Jacob needed to deal with his own humanity, with his own limitations, and with his own problems. Do you think he solved it in a second after that? When one after the other, and after the other, and after the other, and he started receiving his own measures. Look at what Laban. I told you last week that Rivka came from that family. And what that family was a family of deceivers. That was the nature. They told them, they grew up with this idea. To lie and to deceive is good. There was nothing wrong with it. You're going to see later on, we, not only with Laban, not only with Leah, not only with Rachel, but later on, at the end of this parasha, Rachel herself is a liar, a deceiver. That was in the nature. And they needed to deal, and that produced consequences. Midah keneg midah. Look, Laban deceived to him. Look at the ways that he deceived. What trying to to do Jacob to take over the first place, being the firstborn. Laban said, I'm going to arrange you. Now you're going to take the firstborn. No, but I am in love with Rachel. Sorry, the first one first. Then I gave you the second, the one. Second, but why you deceive me? Why you deceive me? You deceive, why? Because you were a deceiver. You know, that's not fair. And what about Leah and Rachel? They play the game. Leah allowed herself to deceive Jacob, and Rachel played the role to deceive Jacob. What a wonderful family that we come from. All perfect. All pure and the best. Only the best. That's who we are. Then when we're trying to put ourselves as stars over our head, they say, be careful. Our pedigree is not as clean as we want to. But at the end, that's what is important. What is the end? The purpose. God has a purpose. And God has a way to take us back. And all of us, we are coming back. In Mishlei, they say that when you plant to your children the good things when they are growing up, even when they are adults, even if they go a little far, they are coming back. Because you put the good seeds when they were little. When you don't put good seeds when they are young, that's the problem. They never come back. Parents, sometimes you have problems that what I taught to my children or what I did to my children, but if you put them in good principles, believe me, those never going to go away. And sooner or later, they are going to kick back to bring them back. Jacob went through a lot. And his father-in-law exploited him in many ways. You know, you were 7 years for this one, now 7 years for the other one, and the children and everything that he tried, the animals, everything. And God keep blessing Jacob. In spite of all that he was going on, at the end, on this parasha, the Creator talks to him. Go back to your land. You have been long time exiled. Now you need to come back. How? My father-in-law wouldn't let me go. And this is one idea that came. Until that time, Jacob had been loyal to people. To his mother, to his father, to his uncle. But now he really needs to be loyal to the Creator. And take and say, I cannot any longer to be dependent on my family. I need to go and do what I need to do. And it's scary again. Because how I know that I am holding, but already he had a dream at the beginning, and he knew when it's time for you to return, because that was a promise. And he got enough courage and took his family together. And even that he knew that he needed to leave, what he tried now, you deceive me, I'm going to deceive you too. And they are paying each other with the same way. And he does that with Laban. And then he flees. And Laban gets upset and he runs away and to the point that he reached then in the border. It's interesting. You know, and in the border they are going to make a pact. But the first thing, the first accusation that Laban does is somebody has stolen my idols. And who was the one who stole the idols? Let me ask you something. Rachel was very dedicated to God. Our mother, she was totally a believer in the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You know, we always trying to idealize our families. They are the only one pure and correct. The rest of the world are totally corrupt. There is a big lesson here. Rachel lied to her husband, lied to her father, lied to everybody. And big mouth Jacob opened his mouth. And he said, if there is anyone who has lied to you, kaput. Without realizing that he was condemning to death to his beloved wife. And that happened. He lost Rachel. What else we can learn from all of this? We have a just, unjust God. Maybe God was not too romantic. What we can bring for us today that can help us to understand all of this? And there is a sense here that, to me, made me more closer to the Creator every day, in the sense that He is accepting me the way that I am. I don't need to look for perfection, but I need to look for a relationship with Him. And in order to have a relationship with the Creator, I need to come honestly to Him. Not clean, honestly. You see, the problem is that the religion that tell you that you need to clean yourself. You are not a whore. You are tamei. They tell you that you are dirty. You are not right. And you need to clean yourself. Who is the only one that can cleanse you? It's the Creator. And how is He going to cleanse you? When you allow to be honest with Him. And that's what I call teshuvah. Coming back to Him, returning to Him. He said, return to your land. And not only a return in the sense of spiritual, a return in the sense of physical too. What you were doing wrong, stop doing it. Make it right. Here in life. And we learn about that there is a constant balance. As my dear friend Ketura talked about the balance. You know, there is a balance. And we need constantly looking for the balance. To be aware of the things that sometimes are not correct from us. And to be honest with ourselves. I always say to you that the most important thing in your spiritual life, in you growing and having and learning to grow in a relationship with the Creator, the first step that you need to do is to learn to know yourself. Because sometimes we hide things even to ourselves. We lie to ourselves. One time I say that there is no a greater liar than the one that lies so much that he believes his own lies. And the Creator is constantly renewing us, asking us for renovation. Because the God that we trust is the God of the beginning again. Is constantly coming back to us and asking us to return, to do Shuvah. And I pray that we constantly do that. Jacob is going to have cycles. And Jacob, after this coming back, you are going to see again, failing again, and failing again. But he never, ever ran away from the Creator. totally the contrary. He will return to him, and he will acknowledge things that he did wrong. May the Lord bless this wonderful Shabbat, and that we can learn more and more from our forefathers. Shabbat Shalom.